We are live in living color. Live and in living color. Come on in. Come on in and have a seat. Welcome to this live this evening. Come on in and have a seat. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We're going to talk some boxing this evening. Come on in. Yes, you are all welcome. I want to say thank you for joining this evening. Salute to everyone who's in the chat right now. Much love, blessings, and respect to you all. Come on in. We welcome you this evening. As you are entering into this live, you already know that as a prerequisite to starting my lives, I always say you do not have to dust your feet off, nor do you have to ring the doorbell. Why? Because the door is unlocked and it's wide open for you. So I welcome you all. Come on in. Come on in and have a seat. We got some good boxing to talk about this evening, some business to discuss this evening. So I welcome you all. Yes, indeed. I see you all in the chat. I salute to you all. Yes, indeed. Yes, yes, yes. We're going to talk some good boxing this evening. I'm excited about it this evening. You know, it feels so good to be on a live again. We had a good show on excuse me, y'all. We had a good show on Tuesday evening. I've already mentioned last Friday evening that I was going to start live broadcasting on Tuesday evenings as well as Friday evenings, just to give a new audience an opportunity to join us an extra day of the week if they're not able to join us on Friday, and to you all that have been supporting the channel uh, for a long time now. Uh, you all who have been coming on the live channel through viewership on Friday evenings to give you all the opportunity to get a second dose um, of some boxing and some business of boxing. So now you'll experience that twice a week, Friday evenings and Tuesday evenings. So we had a great show on Tuesday evening. Uh, if you missed it, I encourage you after this live or through the duration of this weekend or whenever you can, go back and listen to some of the jewels and the gems that I've dropped with regards to the business of boxing. Um, you know, a lot of people have been uh, giving me a lot of good feedback through emails and even through on the chats during the live. Some people that know me personally called me on the phone and even texted me and let me know that there were things that they did not know prior to entering into the live with regards to the business side of boxing. So I appreciate that. And as I always say, ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, members of the Roll the Take Film crew, if at least one of you all learned something, at least one thing that you did not know about the business of boxing before you encountered and experienced this channel through live content and even the published content, I'm telling you, it satisfies my soul. So I salute again to everyone in the chat. I'm excited about the support that I've been receiving through my entire journey for the last, let's say, I think about 4 months now. I've been on YouTube about 4 months. Uh, as far as me being a content creator, uh, so I'm excited about the support. So we're going to talk about some boxing. this evening, and of course, business of boxing. So, welcome. If you are experiencing the live replay of this live, I salute to you. Thank you for your viewership, and I welcome you. I'm just excited. So, you see the agenda we have on the menu today, or tonight, rather. Um, we might not go necessarily in that order, but we're going to talk about some good stuff this evening. Let me show my face. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. I like to make sure that you all can experience a human interaction with me. What's going on with y'all this evening? Yes, as always, until I figure out a way to be able to keep the link inside the chat, I'm going to figure it out, y'all. I'm telling you. Um, and I know that some of my other content creator buddies who know how to do that, I'm sure they are going to teach it to me. And so until then, I will continue to keep the link on the screen for those that have positive energy and those that want to join the live at your discretion. And so, yeah, so you know how we do. It's Friday night. You know, we get right to it. We get right to it on this channel. You know what I mean? And if you are sent, y'all know I'm controversial. So if you are sent by a group of people or some people or a person to guard dog and watch this live, I welcome you as well. And everyone's welcome. I welcome everybody. You know, I always say you got to take the good with the good and the bad with the bad. So it's all good. I hope that you know, that everybody enjoy themselves and have fun because this channel is about two things. And I always say it, so I'm going to say it again to welcome a new audience that probably is here joining us for the first time. My platform is strictly uh, related to the business of boxing, but also just boxing in general. And so, my objective is that everyone who is a part of the live stream and even viewing the published content experience entertainment second, of course, but I'm just saying it first because we love entertainment, but education primarily. So if you're able to experience entertainment and education on this channel, then I'm telling you, you're going to always have fun. So um, let's get into Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. We're going to start there and then we're going to work our way. So, of course, you all know as of right now that the fight is basically not going to happen for obvious reasons. We will not disclose those obvious reasons. If some of you, speaking of obvious reasons, this is relevant and it's entertaining, right? I don't know if you all were on Knockout Boxing 86 TV, Knockout Boxing 86 TV uh, channel last night, but I was in a debate with the gentleman named Terrence Big Videos, myself and Terrence Big Videos. I think his name is Terrence Big Videos. I might be on YouTube. It was a cool debate. We had fun. It was highly entertainment. And I love entertaining people. I've been entertaining people basically all my life since I was a kid. And I wanted to provide a form of entertainment so that everybody can get something different that you've never seen before. So check out Knockout Boxing 86 TV. I think that's his channel. I don't know if it's 86 Knockout Boxing TV or Knockout Boxing 86, but just put up Knockout Boxing in the search engine if you don't know who he is. And I encourage you to go subscribe to his channel. He does a wonderful job with facilitating debates, boxing related debates, and I love how he formats it and is organized, and the questions. are great questions, and they have judges and the timekeeping. Yo, I love it. I had a great time last night. But I said all that to say that I was there last night in a debate with Terrence. I think his name is Terrence Big Videos, and we were discussing the Terrence Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. Fight and who ducked who. So I won't go into particulars of any of that. You got to go back onto that channel now. Go back on Knockout Boxing, and y'all check that debate out if you haven't, and you'll see both perspectives on that. So salute to everybody once again in the chat. So I said all that to say that Terrence Crawford and the Errol Spence fight obviously is not going to happen, or at least right now is not happening. And I think the cable network distributor Spectrum, they supposedly have put out a filter or some kind of advertisement that Spence and Crawford is going to fight sometime in June. Of course, we know that that's not true. I don't know what the motive was for that. I don't know if that was a technical error. I would assume that it wasn't. But, I'm just saying, was that a marketing ploy to get people to subscribe to Spectrum, to galvanize the boxing community to basically get excited about Spectrum and excited about watching the fight as a marketing ploy? I don't know. But we know that that fight is not going to happen. And if it is going to happen, it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. We all want it to happen. We all have dreams that it will happen. We all wish it will happen. Some people don't even care if it happens or not, but most of us, I wouldn't say we all, but most of us. And so we'll see. But I wanted to say that because I'm going to publish a speech since everybody's been making references about me preaching when I talk or the way that I present certain things, so in the form of entertainment, right? I wrote a speech, and the name of it is the remake of Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream. And so I'm going to probably publish that speech sometime this weekend. I Have a Dream. And it's related to the Terrence Bud Crawford and Errol Spence fight. Because I do have a dream that one day that fight will happen. I have a dream. I'm not going to let it out the bag, but just check that out in the next couple of days. That you're going to see that. I might publish it tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, it's a form of entertainment, But tell me your thoughts in the chat real quick. Let's chop it up about that real quick before we move on. What are your thoughts about that whole Spence and Crawford announcement through Spectrum? What do y'all think about it? Do y'all think it was an error? Do y'all think that it was a marketing ploy to get people to buy into Spectrum? What do you all think? Uh, I see y'all in the chat. I gotta put this up there. I thought this was pretty cool. Sean and Unseen Boxing. Salute to you. He says, Preacher Marty is a force to be reckoned with. I appreciate that. Seen and Unseen Boxing. I'm sorry, I said your name wrong the first time. I apologize for that. Seen and Unseen Boxing. I salute to you. Thank you so much for that that acknowledgement. Yeah, I just do it for entertainment purposes. You know, you know how it is. You know how it is. What's up, Jay Reddy? Salute to you. Oh, you know what, man? They probably are hating on my articulation, but that's okay. I don't get bent out of shape. I love when people express themselves. And when I realize something about people that be hating, right? Not just on me, but just in general. When people be hating, it's just a form of flattery and admiration. So you can't take it personal when people hating on you. You just gotta admire it. You just admire the fact that haters will invest their time, their resources, their energies to be able to worry about what you saying and what you doing. I think that's actually awesome. And I'm controversial anyway, so it's not always about hating. I'm just a controversial person because I don't flow with the crowd. I don't just run with the crowd without thinking first. I try to make sure I'm objective in what I say and do. And when I know that what's happening is aligned with my moral compass, then that's when I'll be able to stand on integrity. So salute to you again, seen and unseen boxing. Thank you for your contribution. He says, I enjoyed y'all brothers getting down last night. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 indeed. Yes, indeed, man. It was really entertaining. Really good. Salute to everybody in the chat. Those of you that just coming on into the live, I salute you. I welcome you. As I always say, you do not have to dust your feet off, nor do you have to ring the doorbell because the door is already unlocked and is open for you to come on in to this live. So I welcome you all. Come on and have a seat. So let's get back to it. So what do you all think about um, uh, what do you all think about the Errol Spence and Crawford, that whole marketing ploy, or whether it's a marketing ploy or whether it was an accident, so to speak? I got to acknowledge somebody that I see in the chat right now, and I'm not sure if I've ever seen him on my live before, but I have to give him his flowers. He's a boxing historian, my guy Bruce Gas. So salute to my boy Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more. Salute to you, Bruce. Always pleasure to see you. Welcome to the channel, my brother. Um, yeah, man. So what do y'all think, real quick? Let's talk about it briefly before we move on. Uh, market employee accident. Is it really, really happening? And everybody's just acting like it's really not happening to get people to get thrown off so that we can announce it as content creators or media, right? Because that could be a marketing ploy too, where um, Errol Spence and Crawford they're secretly negotiating, right? That could happen too, even though I think people are saying that Errol Spence's team had came out and or somebody, a member of his team, came out and basically debunked that whole myth and theory. But we never know, you know. If you are just joining this live on the replay and you want to make a comment about anything I'm saying, feel free to comment in the comment section below, and I will acknowledge it at my earliest convenience because I love engaging with the audience and I love all of your feedback. Okay, uh, let's talk about some Errol Spence and Crawford, and then we're going to move on to talk about Errol Spence and Conor Benn. They've been going through some stuff back and forth on Twitter, and we're going to get right into that too. So what's up with this Crawford and Spence thing? Y'all think they're really secretly negotiating? Could be. It could. Hey, it's just business. I've seen a lot of good things happen in boxing, where behind the scenes things are moving, right? But then all of a sudden it doesn't materialize. And then on the flip side of that coin, it looked like things are not materializing, and then in the background things are moving. You know. So we're going to see. Feel free to. Let me say this too. Uh, Thank you all who contribute to this channel. I want to acknowledge all of you. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. Feel free to send in the Cash App. You see the Cash App at the bottom of your screen. A super thanks, a super chat, super sticker. However you feel led to be able to donate and contribute to this channel, I thank you all in advance, and it's totally much appreciated. I see that the viewership is increasing exponentially. And so I would love to see the likes, uh, right? The likes are equivalent to the viewership. So feel free to like uh, what you're hearing and seeing right now by clicking on that thumbs up button rather, thumbs up, the camera right here, thumbs up button. Peace and blessings to everybody in the chat. I salute to you all. So I don't see a lot of excuse me. I don't see a lot of feedback with that. I do see someone that says it's false advertisement. So yeah, I do think it's a form of false advertisement, especially when things are not verified. I think that when you start reporting things, it doesn't matter if you're a YouTuber or a content creator or the media or any form of advertisement that you place. You have to verify the information before you produce it. And so, if Spectrum is advertising this, and they're not even verifying whether the two parties or their representation are even in negotiations. They shouldn't even advertise it. But we'll see. You know, um, like I said, if you're just joining, I have a dream, and my speech is going to be powerful when I present it in the form of Martin Luther King Jr. in the spirit of entertainment, because I have a dream that one day that Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence is going to fight. We shall see. And you know what, Matthew Thomas, I see you in the chat. You said it's a real thing. Stay tuned. It might happen. And I appreciate that perspective as well. Um, let's move on quickly to, since we're already on Errol Spence, right? Errol Spence and Conor Benn. Now, they're going back and forth on Twitter. Most of you already know what's been going on in the past 24 to 72 hours or so between these two guys. Conor Benn says he was found innocent. That's what he said. He said he was found innocent. Excuse me. He was found innocent of the performance enhancing drugs that he tested positive for. And he said he was deemed innocent now. And he's back in the rankings of the WBC. And I believe he actually challenged Errol Spence to a fight. So, what do y'all think on that? What is your take on that? I see you in the chat. Life is good. I salute you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. What do you all think about that? First and foremost, do you think that Conor Benn um, intentionally used PEDs? Let's start there first. I think that's highly important because he said he was found innocent, but we don't know if it's true or not. But just to get you all perspective while we're on the topic, do you all think that Conor Benn, intentionally used? I forgot the name of the PED, the banned substance, I'll call it, for lack of better terms. Um, hmm, Somebody just caught my attention in the chat about Spence. Um, yeah, some people say Conor Benn was cheating. Yeah, I see them numbers. I see y'all flowing in. Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in this live. Come on in. I welcome you. Come on in, have a seat. Let's talk some boxing real quick. I definitely heard reports that he has been juicing, and the British boxing uh, board of control, they definitely jumped right on it, and they definitely suspended his license. In fact, he I think he voluntarily just let them suspend it because I think he didn't want them to. Well, he said he didn't want them to be biased toward him, even though both of his sample A and sample B tested positive. And so we'll see. And some people in the chat, somebody tell me what it was. My man Bruce Gas, clomidine or clomid. That was the name of the banned substance, according to Bruce Gas, my guy. Um, you know, uh, Bruce Gas. He's saying something. I see what you're saying, Bruce. You know, and the thing about it is this. People do pay for, their attorneys or representation rather, you know, to slip people envelopes. I'm not accusing nobody of nothing. I'm just telling y'all, things happen to basically piggyback off of what Bruce is saying. I'm not saying that that's what happened. I'm just saying that things like that do happen. And it's unfortunate because you really don't have to cheat in boxing if you have skills. And some people may have a thought process. Well, if other people are corrupt and if other fighters are juicing or using banned substances, then just to be on the same level or to have the same level of playing field, I'm a cheat too. That's some people may have that mentality as an athlete. Doesn't make it right. I'm just saying that's where some of the some of that thought process come from. I see people in the chat telling me that Ben is guilty. Conor Benn is guilty. Do y'all think that Spence will really fight this guy? That could be a marketing ploy too, because like Spence told him in a tweet, he said, "You supposed to say my name. You're supposed to say you want to fight me. That's what you're supposed to say." But do y'all really think that Conor Benn is really serious about that? That he really want to fight Spence? Hmm. I don't know. What y'all think? Talk to me, y'all. Talk to me. Let's talk some boxing. Yes, come on. Let's get with it. Let's get with it. What y'all think? What y'all think? Me personally, I don't think that Conor Benn, uh, you know, should be ready right now to fight Spence. I would like to see him, you know, fight other people first before just jumping right in there with Spence right now because we already know Spence have one goal on his mind, and that's to become undisputed in the welterweight division. I will tell you that'll be a big payday. Yeah, that'll excuse me. That'll definitely be a big payday. Depending on the location. Definitely depending on the location. Um, but yeah, Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Matthew Thomas says the super chat is not working. Can somebody refresh it? We got to get there. We got to get that money working now. Hey, listen now. We want to make sure that we enhance the quality of this channel. So I appreciate all of you that want to contribute, and we got to figure out a way to get that super chat working. How we do that now? Do we refresh the super chat? How we do that? That super chat's not working. I knew something wasn't right. I knew something wasn't right. Something was going on. Oh, there we go. Look like it's working now. Let's see what's up. Salute to you, Jay Reddy, always supporting the channel. One of my day ones. Salute. Appreciate your contribution to the channel. Seen and unseen boxing. One more time. Salute. Thank you for refreshing the super chat. Thank you for your contribution as well. Yeah, somebody in the chat said that they want to see him suspended. Well, we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. But I don't think they're going to suspend him, though. If he's already coming out publicly saying that he's cleared and he's innocent, unfortunately, they're not going to suspend him. Yeah, they probably not going to suspend him. But I don't think that he should get the fight with Spence right now. No, not automatically like that. Mm-mm. He'll be skipping over several people, that deserve that opportunity. One in particular is Boots Ennis. Jerron Boots Ennis, from my city, Philly. You know what I mean? So I don't think he should just, skip over Boots just because he's talking about it in the media. It's good publicity, it's good promotion. But there's other people that, are more deserving to fight him, fight Spence, than Conor Benn. But yeah, so they're not going to suspend him. The WBC dropped those charges, according to what I'm hearing. So, we shall see. We shall see. And when I'm talking about when I say we shall see what happens with Conor Benn's career. Because uh, he can go ahead and fight the fight that he was going to fight anyway. Please smash the like button. Please smash the like button when you come in. You already know certain people, when I see them in the chat, I stop the show for them. And this is one of the guys I stopped the show for to acknowledge. My main man, Pots and Pan, Mr. Pragmatic. What's up, Manager Marty? I did not think you'd be on tonight. Oh, yes. Live in living color, Mr. Pragmatic. I'm here Tuesday nights and Friday nights. If I know that I'm not going to be here on a Tuesday night, y'all, on a live, or a Friday night on a live, I'll try to give enough advance out of courtesy to be able to post it in the community posting, and just let everybody know, hey, I'm not going to be on tonight. Because some people might expect me to be on, right? You know what I mean? So shout out to you. Thank you so much, Mr. Pragmatic. Thank you, I Rise, for your contribution to the channel. And let's see what you had to say in your comment. You doing good work, brother. Never change. As for Conor, the WBC ruling means nothing. It's the BBOC and UKAD to determine. I can't see an argument. Thank you so much, I Rise, for your contribution and your perspective and your knowledge that you are providing us. I appreciate you and your support. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see what's going on here. Let me see real quick. Somebody talking about the debate from last night. I just want to post it because it's all about entertainment. Those judges didn't know how to judge a debate, particularly in that case. Judge it without info. Think your personal feelings about the debaters or subject of people. It wasn't too bad though. Shout out to you, Mills Rob 46. I thank you for joining the viewership experience over there on Knockout's channel, and you were in for a good treat. And I hope you actually enjoyed the debate. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I hope you were entertained, especially by my third round, y'all. Go check out my third round. If y'all didn't check out the debate, go check that third round out, man. I poured something out the hat on them. You know what I mean? If y'all missed it, you got to go check the replay out and subscribe to Knockout Boxing 86. Y'all go check out that boy's channel, man. He does a good job facilitating those debates. And I'm actually looking forward to doing another debate. I'm not calling nobody out. Y'all know that's not my style. But I've already talked to Knockout, so he gonna put something together again. We gonna see if we can run it back one more again. We gonna run it back one more time. You know what I mean? Um, but I wanted to take this opportunity, since we're half an hour into the live broadcast. I want to take this opportunity to speak on something, and I think that is extremely important that I do. And the reason why it's extremely important, because automatically, I want to automatically create an environment of peace. I want to do that automatically. I understand that there were some things that occurred in the past several days, and I want to clarify. And I'm going to need everybody that's listening to please open your ears, right, and hear me clearly. I don't want anything to be misinterpreted. Okay? Before I do that, I have to salute my guy, my day oneer. He was one of my first subscribers, and he has been a supporter of this channel since day one. And I always have to acknowledge him when I see him, like I just did a few minutes ago. And he just made a contribution to the channel. Thank you so much, Mr. Pragmatic. And he says, my contribution to keep the channel going. Thank you so much, Mr. Pragmatic. Always a pleasure, my brother. Thank you, man. Really, really appreciate it. Straight up. Um, so let's start back from my last live, and then I'm going to give probably about a minute or two of a piece of this show and dedicate it to creating an environment of peace. In my last live on Tuesday evening, most of you that's in this chat, you were there. Some of you that are not in the chat, but you're watching me live, or you're watching the replay of this live, you were there as well. You were here on this live as well. Some of you that are new to the audience and was not here, and you don't know what's going on, I'm not going to bring you all the way up to speed. I just want to create an environment of peace. And I need everybody right now to open your ears and hear me clearly so that there will be no misinterpretation. I am using this opportunity because this is the first time that I have made a public presence on my channel. It was not appropriate for me to share any of this on Knockout's channel because I wasn't on his channel to speak on this, even though that was the first time that I made a public appearance. So, salute to you, Kevin Rice. What's up with you, man? Thank you for being new here. I appreciate your viewership, man. And if you haven't done so already, Kevin, feel free, if you want, feel free to subscribe to the channel, man, okay? But let me move right on. Oh, you did do it. Hitting the sub and like right now, brother. Thank you so much. Listen, so the reason why I'm saying this now is because this is the first time I'm making a public appearance on my channel. And it is relevant because there are inquiring minds that have been reaching out to me through email in the last several days, text messages, and correspondences on the phone that have been, sharing certain pieces of information with me. Other pieces of information I have seen and heard on my own, and I think it is relevant for me to create an environment of peace, and I'm going to do that right now. Now, all of you that are subscribers to this channel, all of you that have been returning viewers, you know that I always try my best to maintain a form of integrity. And I'm not going to make any exceptions to this rule this evening. On Tuesday night, I did my first Tuesday live. It was already pre-scheduled, as many of you already know. In the live, I made references to some comments that were made between myself and Mike Williams Sr. on Everything Boxing's channel the night before, Monday night. I was asking him questions. He answered those questions to the best of his ability. It was over from there. On Tuesday, I did my first live on Tuesday, and I wanted to expound on my reasoning for the questions that I was asking and use those moments as teachable moments to educate you all, the viewers. And I did just that. I also mentioned in that live that I was not trying to expose Mike Sr. And my whole objective was to use everything that was discussed the night before on Everything Boxing's channel as a teachable moment. And that's what I did on Tuesday evening. As you all know, those of you that were here on Tuesday evening, I had a crazy headache on Tuesday evening. I had made references to me having a headache on Tuesday evening live, right? I said all that to say that I wasn't feeling well, so I had to lay my behind down, and I did. I went to bed relatively early. In fact, I was already going to go to bed early anyway because I had to get up extremely early, East Coast time, 3 in the morning, to catch the first thing smoking out of Philly to go out of town. So I was knocked out. I was asleep. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I think between the hours of 11:45 p.m. and 12:45 a.m. I did not hear my phone. I was knocked out. I was asleep. When I got off the airplane on Wednesday morning, early Wednesday morning, I was able to really check. I was waiting on a badge claim. I was able to check, the notifications. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with y'all. I'm not going to go into details of everything, but I just want to use this opportunity. Hear me and hear me clear, ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, members of the Roll the Tape film crew, because I'm creating an environment of peace. I receive notifications from different people. Some of them are friends of mine. Some people that are just subscribers to the channel emailed me, and another content creator emailed me as well. I checked that email. I was invited to go onto that content creator's channel, but that was at 12 something in the morning. Of course, I was asleep. And it was because the content creator, most of you were already there. I see some of you in my chat right now. And some of you that are in this chat right now were over there on that content creator's channel, Monty Brown TV. I believe that Monty Brown was trying to get a hold of me. I did not know that that they were him and Mike Senior was scheduling a format for me to come on over there so that Mike Senior can talk to me. That was the email that I received, that Mike Senior wanted to talk to me. Monty Brown TV he was in my chat on Tuesday night. I acknowledged him here on the live. So I thought everything was okay. I didn't know that it was a problem between myself and Mike Senior at that time. So when I saw the email from Monty Brown telling me to come over to his channel to talk to Mike Senior, of course, at this point, it was 6 or 7 hours later after the fact. But that was the email that I received. I received phone calls from other people that are friends of mine that were trying to get a hold of me on behalf of Mike Sr. I finally reached out to Mike Sr. Myself and Mike Sr. had a private conversation, a verbal conversation. Myself and Mike Sr. did not see eye to eye in that verbal conversation over the phone. We were very respectful toward one another on the phone. However, we did not see eye to eye. We hung up that phone conversation without any real clarity of resolution, so to speak. I took it upon myself a few hours after that conversation to extend an olive branch to Mike Sr. And when I extended the olive branch to Mike Sr., I reached out to him through email, and I basically told him that, in my opinion, that the most effective way for us to come to a resolution is if we agree to come live. It didn't have to be on my channel particularly, but to come live together, 2 minutes or less, to be able to show the audience that we have agreed to bury the hatchet, and that we've agreed that he said some things about me that I didn't agree with. Excuse me. That I had said some things about him publicly that he didn't agree with, but we were going to be men about it. And we're going to just say we agree to disagree, make peace with one another as men, and then, move forward. Um, Bottom line is that at that time, I don't think that, that was something that we would agree on as far as being public about it. And the reason why I wanted to go public, because everything that I said about Mike Sr. has been public, and he didn't agree with it. It may have been distasteful towards him, and that's how he interpreted it, and that bothered him. And so he said some things on Monty Brown TV's channel about me that I did not agree with per se, and that may have been distasteful to me because we both were going back and forth publicly, meaning that I shared some things about Mike Sr. publicly, And then he went on Monty Brown TV's channel and he said some things about me publicly. So I felt that the best, most effective way was to come together publicly to just basically inform everybody that we resolve the matter on a phone call privately or through correspondences on email, and that we can all move forward so that nobody in the chats on my channel will be asking me about Mike Sr. or anything like that, or me to say nothing negative about him moving forward, and that he don't have to go through other people's channel to say nothing, negatively about me. Needless to say that because obviously we weren't on the same page, we're coming publicly. Uh, I stepped up to the plate to resolve the matter as men. As if you was on my channel last Tuesday, you all the viewers, you heard me keep talking about over and over again as men. When we feel something, you know, we don't have to be always emotional about it to a point where we degrade one another and disrespect one another on social media. You heard me say that on Tuesday, right? And so I did not want it to be a back and forth with me and Mike Sr. disrespecting each other and all that goofy stuff. I don't do that on my channel. But I wanted to make sure that he understood that I was standing on my square, and he wanted to make sure that I understood that he was, standing on his square, and I respect that. And so I want to say that I stepped up to the plate to resolve the matter. Mike Williams Sr., he stepped up to the plate, and he also um, resolved the matter with me as much as I resolved the matter with him. And so Mike Sr. and I have privately agreed to resolve the matter. Mike Williams Sr. and I agreed that if I don't speak negatively about him, he won't speak negatively about me. Mike Sr. and I also agreed that if he don't say anything negatively about me, I will not say anything negatively about him. Now, I think it's important because y'all already know that the title of everything I do is Roll the Tape. And so I wanted to roll the tape to make sure that the audience, you all, the viewers that are watching me live right now, and those that are going to watch the replay of this, understand that there is no issues between myself and Mike Williams Sr. We are creating an environment of peace. And I wanted to be able to share that and verify that so that nobody can come back and say that this is fake news, that I'm playing mind games, that I'm manipulating the public, that I'm saying all of this because I have something to hide, or any other things that people have been saying to me via email and all other kinds of forms of communication. So I wanted to dispel all of those myths. Um, so the bottom line is that myself and Mike Sr., we don't have any uh, negative things to say about each other or any of that. I know that that might not sound favorable to some people who like drama and who want to keep negative things going on. But at some point, when things become public in the media or social media, when you want to resolve it, it's better to do it publicly. But if you can't do it publicly, especially if you're a form of the media, like a content creator or YouTuber, it is best to resolve the matter because my platform is not set up to instigate fights or disrespect people at all. And so, with that being said, I will not back down from somebody disrespecting me. And so, if we can communicate as people in general, we could basically come together and resolve the matter and then move forward because it's all about conflict. It's all about conflict resolution. So salute the Knockout Boxing. I see him in the chat. Salute to you, brother. Thanks for joining us this evening. So I just wanted to take, I was supposed to take about 2 minutes, but it took probably 10. It's very important. And so I wanted to take out this time since I have the viewership and I have your eyes and ears to be able to let everybody know that there is no beef right now or anything like that with myself and Mike Williams Sr. And so if you have any questions about it, I would ask out of courtesy to withhold your questions about that. Ignore those questions you might have within yourself because it's really not important. Because I don't want to answer any questions about the ins and outs of what happened behind the scene. I just want y'all to know that we worked it out as men, and I just wanted to show that this is not fake news. And you know, I try to make sure I roll the tape to make sure I have integrity to protect, my brand, and make sure that everybody's on the same page. Okay, so this is no shots fired over here, and I don't think that Mike Williams Sr. will go on no one else's platform and throw shots at me. We make an agreement as men, you know what I'm saying, that we work this thing out, and that we're not going to mention anything negative about one another. Okay, so I wanted to point this out so that nobody can come back behind me and try to act like there's a beef between me and Mike Sr. And I'm not, when I say nobody won't come back behind me, I'm not talking about Mike Sr. I'm talking about other people like in the chat or other, content creators or other fans or subscribers or anything like that. I just want to make sure that everybody's on the same page and knowing that I'm creating an environment of peace and that me and Mike Williams Sr., we pieced it out as men. And that was the email that he sent me. And this is my response that I sent back to him. So y'all know this ain't no funny business. This ain't no publicity stunt here that I'm pulling. You know what I mean? This is where we at as men. And we pieced that thing up. And like I said to him, and like he said to me, we're going to agree that he will not publicly say anything negative about me, and I will not publicly mention anything negative about him, and vice versa, as real men. And then we're going to move forward. So I just wanted to take this opportunity, having integrity as a man, to be able to say and show that it's all about conflict resolution, and it is what it is. And I don't have any problems with Mike Sr. Whatever he said about me that I did not agree with is water under the bridge, and we move forward. Now, moving right along with boxing, um, let's talk about Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. Now, y'all already know because y'all already saw the thumbnail I posted with the screenshot of that Tank Davis tweeted on his Twitter account that said April 22nd, 2023, Las Vegas, it's on. Hashtag Davis Garcia go. So it looks like this is an official announcement that the fight between him and Ryan Garcia is official. So this is gonna be a good fight, y'all. I'm not an in-ring expert. No, I'm sorry. I'm not an in-ring performance expert. So that's why I don't like giving predictions of who I think's going to win when I see like big fights happen. But I think this is a 50-50 fight. I've said it publicly. I may have said it privately as well, but this is definitely a 50-50 fight. I know I said it privately. Definitely know that it's a 50-50 fight. And I'm not sure I said it publicly, but I'm saying it now if I didn't. Definitely a 50-50 fight. Tell me what y'all think in the chat. If you're watching the replay of this live, tell me what you all think in the comment section. What y'all think about this fight? I see somebody already saying that Tank might get spanked. We'll see. You know what I mean? This is a good fight. And listen, this is what we want to see in boxing. I see somebody in the chat. Salute to Joe Allen Boxing, another one of my day one subscribers. Salute to you, Joe Allen, uh, who just told us that it was confirmed by Golden Boy as well. That's what's up. Hey, this is one of the biggest fights of the year, y'all. This is what we've been waiting for. We've been waiting for this type of news. We've been waiting for this type of fight. The magnitude of this fight is so heavy, real heavy. Real heavy. Yeah, this I guess it don't matter who the A side or the B side is now, cause they gonna get it on. And look, this is the crazy thing. Next month, Caleb Plant and David Benavidez, right? And then the month after that, in April, we got this fight. So we in for some, man. We in for some big boxing. We in for some huge boxing. I see you, Mr. Pragmatic. Ryan's lack of lateral movement is tailor made for Tank. Yeah, you got a good point there. Yes, you got a major point there. Major point there, Mr. Pragmatic. But look, Ryan Garcia got that. He got that reach advantage. He got that jab, and he got that speed. And we know in boxing that speed always neutralizes power, right? And you want to know what neutralizes speed? Good timing. So this fight right here is like both of these guys are on a collision course together. This gonna be a good fight. You know, I don't know who's gonna be on the undercard. That's a good question. I see somebody said something about the undercard. Uh, that's a good question on who's gonna be on the undercard. Man, that's gonna be a crazy fight. Both of them gonna get it on. I don't know how well Ryan Garcia's chin is going to uphold because we've seen him down before. But man, I gotta salute my boy. My boy, he said this. We gonna speak on this right now. Um, my man, Knockout Boxing 86 TV. We gonna speak on this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Knockout. You got March, then you got April. You said April alone. Tank Ryan, Shakur 135 debut, Jared Big Baby Anderson, Virgil and Stanionis, Jesse Bam Rodriguez. I'm in boxing heaven. That's what my man Knockout said. Yeah, man, man, we got some big, big fights coming up. Um, June is stacked too, though. Now May might be stacked, but I'm not sure because I know Canelo might be fighting May 5th. I don't think most people really don't want to see like that fight against what's that guy name? He's somebody named Rocky something or something like that. Canelo is supposed to be fighting Cinco de Mayo, but I know in March and April, whoo, man, what's his name? Isaac Green. He said, He said, Manager Marty, you not preaching tonight, bro? Man, I preached last night. Isaac Green, go over to Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Go over his channel when you done this live or over the weekend. Go on his channel, man. Man, I preached last night. They passed that collection plate over to Knockout Boxing. They made sure they put that money in that super chat after I preached. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Mr. Pragmatic says it will not be a walk in the park for Tank because Ryan can fight and has power and speed, but he moves in straight lines. That kind of negates that speed. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, hold up. Somebody said they hit my cash app. Hold on, let me acknowledge you. Let me check that real quick because I want to make sure I acknowledge everybody that make a contribution to this channel. Hold on one second, okay? I want to make sure I acknowledge you for that one. Hold on, let me see about this cash app real quick. Oh man, yo, hold up, hold on. Let me see something real quick. Y'all stay with me, all right? I want to see something real quick, okay? Because I gotta make sure I acknowledge everybody that make a contribution to the channel. Yup, yup. So salute Appreciate it. Somebody said something. Oh, G, G tatted up. G tatted up TV. You already know Philly's in the building. North, west, southwest, south side. Philly in the building. Um, Salute to everybody that just contributed to the cash app. Yeah, man, we got some good boxing coming up. But here's the thing, y'all. This is what we like. This is what we want. We want good fights. We want big fights, and we've been craving as boxing fans for good fights, and especially in the chronological order that is coming. Man, good boxing, good boxing coming up. Sean T, one of my other day oneers, always been supporting the channel. He says, "Peace and blessings to you, my brother. We appreciate the truth. Always straight, no chaser." You already know how I come, Sean T. Nothing but the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Appreciate it. What's your point facts again? Um, yeah, man, we got some good boxing coming up. And that's what I like about this whole this whole year now. Full of just boxing. Just full of boxing. And that's what we came to see. Y'all hold on for 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, y'all. I appreciate y'all holding on, waiting. Had to check on, had to check on my family, check on my dad real quick. Yeah, where we at? Where we at? Yeah, we still on that boxing, man. We not done. We not done talking about boxing. We ain't done. Feel free to hit that like button, y'all. Let's go. Feel free to hit that like button. Hey, speaking of boxing, right? I believe that it's a sad travesty right now. That I believe it's a sad tragedy for BLK Prime. Their uh, their whole card, the entire card, has been basically completely demolished. There are no more fights expected to happen in Atlanta tomorrow evening. The whole card is just it's over. And there were a lot of fights that were on the card. And unfortunately, none of those fighters will be able to compete and showcase their talent and even get paid. So I really don't like that. You know, um, you know, uh, James Williams Trucking says that I think he's referring to Al Heyman, made a phone call and Broner was done. What phone call did Al make, James? Yeah, let's talk about that. What phone call did Al make? You believe that Al Heyman made a phone call and the whole card was wiped out because Al Heyman interfered with that, James? Is that what you implying? We can talk about that now too, though. Yeah, man, because look, man, hey, things happen. Things happen in boxing. You know, I'm not sure if they stopped the whole card because Adrian Broner initially was the headliner, and then once they had his replacements, they made him go underneath the headliner, and they switched it to Mickey Bay and them as the headliners and everything. But I think now that Broner might not be fighting, I think the whole card. I mean, they to me, I think they could have just kept the whole card even if AB wasn't fighting. But then again, AB was the like headliner. You know what I mean? So that's kind of a hard decision to keep everybody else fighting. But to make sure everybody else get paid and compete, hey, it wouldn't have been. I don't think a lot of people would have gotten angry or anything. Even though they might have paid their tickets and stuff to come see AB, they still was gonna get a couple good fights on that card. So hey, that they could have salvaged it maybe so that everybody else, like I said, can get paid. I'm all for the fighters getting paid and showcasing their talent. You know what I mean? So you know, man, I just feel bad for all the fighters that was on the card. Ready to compete. James Williams Trucking, he says maybe. I don't know where everybody keep getting. That's funny to me how everybody keeps saying that Al Heyman was basically going to stop Adrian Broner from making money when Adrian Broner is not fighting because things happened that were beyond his control. Like, I don't think it was Al Heyman's fault, nor do I think it was Adrian Broner's fault. These, things happen in boxing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know how it was Al Heyman's fault. Yeah, I'm hearing that too, Creole the Traveler, and I was going to touch on that. A matter of fact, I was going to touch on that next, and we can touch on it now. Then, but as we all know, that the BLK Prime's entire card has been canceled. So Creole the Traveler, you're absolutely correct. They said that Devin Haney might fight in Saudi Arabia, in Saudi Arabia, in Saudi Arabia. Um, I think didn't he have a press conference, or he was? I saw him on YouTube talking at like a press conference where he said that it might happen in Saudi Arabia. Um, that's where the money at right now. Hey, Yes, Kate Kelly. Hey, hold up. Let me see something. Hey, Kate Kelly. Yes, I got the Cash App, and I don't know if you heard me, but if you didn't, I'm going to re-say it again. Thank you, Kate Kelly, for your contribution to the channel. I did receive the Cash App. Thank you very much. I appreciate your feedback and your support on the channel. So salute to you, Kate Kelly. Appreciate it. Much love and support to you as well. Um, yeah, I mean, look. Yes, you sent it right. K. Kelly, you sent it right. Yes, indeed. Yo, that money over there in Saudi Arabia, y'all. That's where that money at. So if Devin gonna go over there and fight, I say go over there and fight Saudi Arabia. Get that check. And on top of that, Devin Haney has experience with fighting outside of the United States. He's been fighting internationally. Understand when he was younger, his dad had him over there out in Mexico. You know what I mean? Competing with the Mexicans, building his record, doing what they were supposed to do. Good business. So that's why it wasn't a big deal to him, or he wasn't shell shocked to go over to Australia to fight Cambosos. He's used to it. He's accustomed to it. You know what I mean? And then he's probably gonna go to Saudi Arabia. What y'all think about that? Y'all think he's gonna beat Lomachenko? I do. I do. I think he'll do. Actually, I think he'll do better than everybody else that fought Lomachenko. I think Devin Haney will win against Lomachenko, and I also think that it's designed by Top Rank for him or Lomachenko, the winner, to fight Shakur Stevenson. May not be like right after they fight, but I think it's designed and set up. They're projecting. In other words, it don't matter who win that fight. The promoter is still going to have, the champion under his promotional banner. So it's still good business. Either way you slice it. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Yeah, I think Loma gonna have a problem when getting past that jab as well. Life is good. I see that. He's gonna have a problem getting past the jab, and if Devin can attack that body, that'll slow Lomachenko down even more because he's more older now. And but listen, Lomachenko, he's nobody to overlook either. He got good skills with Lomachenko. So I think that'll be a good fight as long as it lasts. Um, but once again, I'm not an in-ring performance expert, but I will tell you that that's going to be a good fight. Uh, I got Devin. I got Devin taking that. I got Devin taking that. But like I said, I don't predict fights. I'm just saying that skill wise, the younger fighter in Devin, the more he's been more active compared to Lomachenko. Lomachenko is a little bit older, and he's coming off of a layoff. Even though he had a good performance in his last fight, they already got in the ring and talked about fighting each other after that fight. So basically, I think it's going to happen next. So, we definitely shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Yes. Let me take this time out in this portion of the live broadcast. If you have any questions about boxing, feel free to ask me. Ask me in the chat. Ask me a boxing question. I don't know, business question, something. Yes. Thank you, Eduardo. Thank you for your congratulations. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Yeah, we definitely not gonna overlook no Lomachenko. I mean, he has um, a lot of different boxing skills that he incorporate into his strategy, and that's why I like Lomachenko because he knows how to make adjustments in the ring. And look, he has a very, very extensive amateur background too. So he has competed against all styles, fighters of all heights, so he knows how to make adjustments to every style in that ring. That's why I say it's not a pushover for Haney to just go in there and just bully Lomachenko. Okay, I see that in the chat. Dev said he fighting Loma on May 10th. All right, there you have it. How you think about Kid Austin versus Abdullah Mason one day? I like Kid Austin. I'm not even gonna front. I'm keep it all the way 100. I like that. I like Kid Austin, man. That'll be a good fight. I like Kid Austin. Manager Marty, I heard you say something about the undercard for the Tank Garcia fight. Do you think we can get Boots versus Villa also? That would be good. Both of those guys just fought each other, on Tank's undercard, in January. So I can see them making that happen. That'll be a good fight, Boots versus Villa. On the undercard of Tank and Garcia? Oh, yes, absolutely. In fact, I hope they make that happen. It gives Boots more exposure, to the pay-per-view audience. And that would be a real good fight. But y'all already know, you know, who I'm gonna be rooting for to win that fight. It ain't no secret. Y'all know I'm gonna be rooting for Boots all day, every day. But that would be a really good fight though. Good exposure for Boots. If they can put that together, him on the undercard. Oh yeah. Yeah, oh absolutely. Um Jay Reddy says, do you think those defective gloves issue gonna catch up with Crawford? You know what? I don't I don't think that it's gonna catch up to Crawford per se because the WBO, they were present there and they have their own regulations regarding how they administer the procedures on gloves. The Nebraska State Athletic Commission, they were also there sanctioning the bout. So basically, those two organizations, they will have to be held accountable first, before Crawford even have to be held accountable. because we can't prove that, Crawford, did anything wrong as far as pre-bout procedures where he intentionally malfunctioned those gloves. We can't put that on Bud. We definitely can't put that on Bud. But those other organizations, they may have to be held accountable first and only probably. And I don't know if they will change the ruling, but that's why Neil Marsh, the manager of Terrence Bud Crawford, they're in the process of continuously, uh, you know, moving forward with litigations. And I spoke and corresponded with Neil Marsh from the UK. And I think I published some of that on my channel. I think I published that on what was that, last month, on my channel last month. I published the dialogue between myself and Neil Marsh on my channel, and so that's still under litigation. We Not From 63rd. Thank you for your contribution to the channel. Says so matchmaker. I want to say that says blue, the color blue. I'm not sure if you're referring to the content creator blue, but he says so matchmaker blue didn't know Red Cash was still signed to a promoter, nor that Lundy was signed to fight someone else, and lied to the promoter to pull out for AB. I don't know anything about what Blue knew or not. I have no idea about any of that. I will encourage you to, if you haven't already, to go on Blue's channel and ask him. If you haven't already, you may have. We Not From 63rd, you may have, and maybe he did not answer you. But I don't know if Blue Blood knew if Red Catch was still signed to a promoter, or if he knew that Lundy was still signed to a promoter. But I will tell you this, and I've already spoke on this publicly in previous lives on this channel, that's why it's important to do due diligence as a promotion company. You have to make sure that none of the competitors that you are inquiring about them rendering their services are signed to any other promoter or any other obligation to compete in the ring during the window of, a fight that you may have on your card, because um, it can backfire like it did. I am not saying, hear me and hear me clearly, because somebody might take this and misinterpret it. I am not saying that Hank Lundy lied to a promoter to pull out for AB. I am not saying that. I spoke to Hank Lundy personally on the phone uh, right around the time that happened, because remember, I interviewed him on this channel. And he told me that that was a real legitimate injury. He told me that, and I'm taking him at his word, because he has no reason to lie, to me. And I never suspected that he was lying to me when he told me. And he also had documentation from the medical professional, the physician, who basically said that he had to sit out of a fight. So I'm not saying that that man lied. Absolutely not. Um, but oh, somebody told me to put batteries in that smoke detector, Marty. I'm not home. I'm out of town, but I feel you on that. I apologize for that if it's disturbing the audio of this live, but it's all good. We family, we boxing family. It's gonna be all right. Salute William Old School. Appreciate you in the chat. One of my other day runners, I see you. But yeah, the bottom line is that you just gotta make sure that when you are, yeah, that I just heard it too. All this time I didn't hear that. I guess my ears are used to hearing that sound. It's all good. Um, but the thing about it is, right, when you are a matchmaker or a promoter, that's one of the first things you should do. This not no knock on nobody at BLK Prime. I'm just saying this is standard practice in the business of boxing. Okay? But yeah, you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to make sure that, you know, they're not signed to any promotion, because if you don't, this was going to happen. And here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. If a matchmaker or promoter discovers that a fighter is signed to another promoter, that doesn't necessarily mean that that fighter can't compete on that other promoter's card. Doesn't mean that. It just means that both promoters got to get together and they have to hash out that envelope. Oh, yes. And they usually do. And it's good business all around the board. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing, because it's good for business. And everybody knows this about me in this business. The ones that I've done business with, I'm only concerned about doing good business. In other words, is everybody involved have to win. Not saying that nobody involved don't have to compromise, but everybody involved has to win. Okay? All right. Now, somebody's asking me a question about certain things. Let's see what some questions was asked. Let me see. Maybe I thought it was a question. Salute everybody in the chat. Salute. Salute. I see you. I see y'all in the chat. Salute. All right. Tracy Jr. asked me a really good question. Tracy Jr., how many fighters do you manage? You know what, Tracy? I think that's a good question. I manage several fighters. And most of the fighters I manage is through advisement. I just wanted to make that clear. But you know what? I manage people that are not even fighters. Yeah, that's how I'm going to answer that as well. So I manage several fighters. I advise them. But here's the thing, Tracy. I advise more people that are not boxers than those that are boxers. You see what I'm saying? Let me give you an example, Trace, real quick. I can manage someone to disagree with me so bad that they start calling me names in my comment section. I can manage people so bad and so much that I get them to steal my content. I can manage people so bad and so much that I can get people to react to things that are true. So I manage more people that are not boxers than I actually manage boxers. Do you advise for free? Now wait a minute, Tracy J. Now wait a minute, Tracy. Now I don't understand your line of questioning, right? He said, "Do I advise for free?" No, I do not advise for free. I don't think nobody should work for free, Tracy, unless they're volunteering. Now, I do have a nonprofit organization that I volunteer for. There's other boards and advisories and council advisories that I am a part of that I volunteer my time and resources with. But when it comes to working or something that I'm certified in, no, I don't advise for free. I don't know if that was a trick question, Tracy, but even if it wasn't, I appreciate you asking that question. And even if it was, um, um, I still appreciate your perspective and your question. It's all good. That's why I put it on the screen. I didn't ask you to pay me to put your question on the screen. I did it on purpose. Yeah, because I know people watching. And I know some people, they've been wanting to ask me that for a while. So I wanted to make sure I answered that properly. Uh, we not from 63rd. Thank you so much for your contribution again. to the channel, Marty Heyman. I have no relation to Al Heyman or anything like that. Appreciate your support. We not from 63rd. Tracy Jr. Salute my guy, D-Town Boxing. Got to stop my show for him and salute him. Tracy Jr. in the chat says, Rick Glazer charges $600 an hour. You are not as big as him. Okay, Tracy, what's your point? To my understanding, Rick Glazer been in the business for like 40-something years or something, right? So I shouldn't be as big as him because I never been in this business for 40 years. I'm not even 40 years old yet. But I appreciate you in the chat, though. I appreciate you know, your comments in the chat. Appreciate it. I always say you got to take the good with the good, bad with the bad. And here's the thing, Tracy. Let me say this to you, right? Because I think this is equally as important. When someone asks me about management, because I know you might be trolling, and I don't know if you're being genuine or not, but let's just say that you're not being genuine, right? Let me tell you how I'm always 10 steps ahead of the troll. People ask me the names of fighters that I manage. How many fighters do I manage? How long have I been managing? Those things are not important. You want to know why it's not important? The reason why it's not important is because, well, two reasons why that's not important. The number one reason why it's not important, because Tracy, you are not a promoter. Tracy, you are not a network executive. Because if you were, you wouldn't have asked me that question on live, right? And the reason why I don't have to answer the question is because you're not a promoter. Is because you're not even a fighter or boxer that is inquiring about me rendering my services, nor are you an executive at a network. What is my point in saying that? You're not someone, and this, I'm not coming at you, I'm just saying, even if you're trolling, and whoever else that might be trolling, I want to nip it in the bud now so that you already know my response moving forward. I don't have to render that information to anyone who's not trying to render my services. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's like, what am I getting out of telling you all of this for? Let's just hypothetically say, right? I manage Errol Spence. If I told you I manage Errol Spence, or if I told anyone that I manage Errol Spence, right? You're not going to ask me, can Errol Spence get on your card if you're not a promoter, right? So that's why it wouldn't matter, right? If anyone want to disprove that I am a manager or not, then disprove it. That's what you do. Instead of trying to ask me questions about how many fighters I manage, because even if I gave you an answer, let's say I manage 50 fighters, what difference does it make? I'm just asking a question, that's all. Okay, I manage 50 fighters. Is that going to change your perspective of manager, Marty? If I told you I manage 15 fighters, is that going to change your perspective of manager, Marty? Even if I tell you that I manage 2 fighters, is that going to change your perspective of manager, Marty? If that answer is yes, then I can understand why you're asking me that question, or any other people, or any other person that want to ask me that. But here's the thing, Tracy, and anybody else that might want to know that, and you're just trolling, not the ones that's genuinely wanting to know that, but if you're trolling, this message is for the trolls, right? Let's say you really, really wanted to know that, and you were being genuine about it because you just want to troll. You can't tell me that you haven't learned something about this business being on this channel. So you know that the information that I have and how genuine you hear it coming out of my mouth, you know I didn't read that from no book, and you know I didn't get this information from a phone call. Want to know how you know that, Tracy, and anybody else that want to know? You want to know how? Because there's a word called discernment. and I keep saying this over and over. I said it Tuesday, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna run it back one more time. God has already naturally inserted discernment in every human being. It's how we decide to cultivate that discernment to know the difference between what's true and what's false. So with that being said, if you think that I'm lying or I'm frauding, right? When you hear the things that I've said about this business as true, you might not want to accept it when you first hear it. But when you walk away, you're going to realize, you know what? That was true that he said that. Because I always do something. And that's 3 words. This is what I always do. Roll the tape. I always roll the tape. I always verify my information. Okay? Somebody in the chat just said that Rachel Donier and YSM Sports Media vouch for me already. I know. And there's 100 people that I can get to vouch for me. But what difference does it make? It doesn't make any difference. The question is, are you learning anything about this business of boxing from a manager's perspective? And if your answer is yes, what difference does it make how many fighters do I manage? Don't make no, because you know why? You can't find too many content creators that's providing the information, the factual, true information of the business of boxing. And that's not a shot at nobody else. I'm just talking about me. I'm just saying. So I just wanted to put that out there. That doesn't offend me. Your question doesn't offend me about how many fighters do I manage, how long I've been managing, and all that stuff. And I'm not big as this person. See, I don't compare myself to Rick Glazer or none of these other people that's in the business. I don't. I'm here to make a name for myself. I don't have to look at someone else and try to model myself after them or try to chase after what they're doing. Everybody have their own individual goals that they accomplish, and I've accomplished my goal by imprinting myself in the business of boxing the right way. Okay, so I appreciate your questions, because you asked multiple questions. Now there's a question on the screen from Don Sapansky. Thank you for your contribution and your support and donations to this channel. Ask, why do you dislike Blue Blood? Did you ever hear me say that I dislike Blue Blood, Don? I never said that I dislike Blue Blood, Don. I never said one thing about Blue Blood Sports TV. I mean, the only thing I said about them is when someone just, supported the channel through a super chat and they put the color blue. That's the only thing I made a reference to. I didn't say anything about Blue Blood. You did. I appreciate your support to the channel, but I never said anything about liking or disliking, Blue Blood or anything like that. Mr. Pragmatic, even if you didn't manage any, that doesn't negate your knowledge. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Pragmatic. That's what I was basically alluding to. Um, you know, Basically what I was saying is my knowledge supersedes any amount of fighters, that I manage, because I'm going by the experiences that I've had in this business. When it comes down to the knowledge that I have of the fight game, the business. Um, Tracy Jr. again. Sorry, Marty. Blue is more powerful and credible in boxing. Thank you for your contribution to the channel, Tracy Jr. And I will say that you are entitled to your opinion, and that's okay. If Blue Blood is more powerful in boxing, that's okay. If Blue Blood is more credible in boxing, that's okay with me. And if you believe that, that's fine. I appreciate you, sharing that with me. I don't know, what you want me to say, but we appreciate you trolling, okay? And I accept you trolling. I accept you trolling. But this channel is about entertainment, Tracy. You came to the right channel. You doing that to the guy that love entertainment and that love entertaining people. So if I'm not gonna let you keep interrupting my show either. But you wanna entertain, we can do that. But if you feel that way about Blue Blood, I maybe you should go on his channel and tell him that. Tell him how much he's powerful and credible in the sport. I don't know why you telling me. I mean, it is what it is. If he is, that's good. Good for that guy. Ain't no problem over here. Let's see what we got here. Moving right along, because I see we got some people trying to troll and distract the movement. No, we ain't doing that. John B. See, I listen, y'all. I take it when it come. It's not that important, y'all. Did you learn anything, Tracy? That's what I want to know. And Don, did y'all learning something? Because if you ain't been learning nothing now, you wouldn't be on this channel. So that tells me that you're learning something about this business that you're probably not learning anywhere else. So I appreciate that you coming over here and you learning something. Okay, John B. Thank you for your contribution to the channel. Says, how can a guy who's not within boxing as a manager, promoter, or matchmaker be more powerful or credible than a guy who is? I don't know. That's a good question, John B. Hey, I don't know. You know how it is. We take it how it come. Let's move right along because we gotta ignore the trolls because now I'm starting to realize that was a troll. Yeah, I didn't realize it at first because they usually don't come on my channel and do that like that. But I pick up on what's going on. Appreciate you again, Mr. Pragmatic. Um, yeah, but the thing about it is this. Um, it's all about learning. It's all about learning. And my thing is this, if if someone wants to compare me with other people, I'm okay with that. Because the thing about it is this, and we all know this to be true now. We all know this to be true. This is not an opinion, this is a fact now. All of the people have been on YouTube for many years. Been on. I told y'all earlier. We all know I only been on YouTube as a content creator for how many months? I only been here for 4 months now, and people have learned more from the business of boxing from me in 4 months than they've learned anywhere else on YouTube for over 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. So it's not about me comparing myself to nobody else. You know what I mean? It's not important. None of that's important. The bottom line is you're getting something you never got before. And that's why we have the support from everybody else that's in this chat. All of the subscribers who have supported this channel, those of you that donated to the channel, those of you that have been viewing this channel and the content that I published for the last 4 months, I salute you and thank you for your unwavering support. And so the bottom line is, hey, as long as you're learning something, I told you before about a phone booth. If I can teach one person something that they've never learned about the business of boxing, I'm satisfied. Okay? And so that's where we at with it. And my thing is, you feel all these kind of ways, you ought to go support that guy. If you feel like another content creator is doing a better job than Manager Marty, or they're cemented, or they're doing better things than me as far as their credibility in the sport, I appreciate your perspective. But go and run and tell them that. What you telling me that for? I mean, it's okay because there's always going to be somebody that does something better than the next person. I'm very secure in who I am, so that stuff don't bother me. But go over there and tell him that. Tell those other people that. Go give them their flowers now. Give them their flowers while they're still here. Instead of coming over here trying to discredit me, go over there and give them the credit. You see, you already messed up when you try to discredit me. You don't have to discredit me or put me down to lift somebody up. You just go over there and lift them up and give them their flowers, while they're here. Okay, that's what you got to do. Yes, we ain't got to worry about what's going on now. Hunter on the hunt. Thank you for your contribution. I watch your stuff all the time, Marty. I just sit and soak everything in. Always enlightening. Don't let these trolls throw you off your game, brother. I appreciate that encouragement, Hunter on the hunt. No, I'm not letting them throw me off. This is a form of entertainment, and I'm doing this on purpose because it's a setup for my next move. And the person that can vouch for me over 30 something years, he's known me, is my guy on the screen. I got to salute him. Rodney Day. What's up, Rod? You already know I got a trick up my sleeve, and I was already prepared for the trolls earlier. You know that, Rod. So it's all a form of entertainment, y'all. This is what we love to do. So no, I'm not letting them throw me off my game. I just wanted to get that because if it was all like that, I would have ignored the whole thing. But remember, Manager Marty does one thing. Remember what I do, y'all. I use real life scenarios, right, as teachable moments. So I was utilizing that real life scenario that Tracy Jr. asked those questions as a teachable moment, right? That's why I did that. So I appreciate all the encouragement that everybody's giving me in the chat. Um, yeah, let's see what the punch. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Punch drunk boxing. If I mispronounced that, I apologize. It look like it's punch. Punch drunk boxing says, I learned in this community that people rather talk than learn the business of boxing. Keep informing and entertain within you educating. Absolutely, punch drunk boxing. I appreciate that that uh, uh um that comment and feedback, brother. Thank you. Yep. Yep. So, we moving right along. We moving right along. I'm not gonna hold you all too long. I want to make sure we covered everything that we needed to cover real quick. Before I go and before I let you all go, nobody came on the show today. Usually people, the link is right there. It's, everybody got all this stuff to say. Link right there. And on the screen. That's why I leave it on the screen. But I know somebody might want to come on the channel, may want to make a comment, a positive comment now. If you want to say anything negative, feel free to do it in the chat, okay? Because I don't want to roll the tape on nobody. I done been rolling tapes for 4 months now. Give Manager Marty a break now. I don't want no beef and roll no tape on nobody. I just wanted to make sure that everything is good. Justin Homers asked me, can you debate? Can I debate? Well, I mean, I usually don't like answering questions of myself because I don't want people to misinterpret it as pride or bragging or anything. But I would just say, ask the people that heard me debate before. Maybe they would be better judgment of characters of whether I can debate instead of me just telling you that I can or I can't. Ask the people that that heard me debate. Matter of fact, I'll give you even one better, Justin Homers. Go on to Knockout Boxing 86 TV. You can do that right after we go off the air here. Go on his channel and you will hear me debate last night. The guy, his name is Terrence. I think his name is Terrence Big Videos. I debated him last night. Uh, so if you want to know if I can debate or not, maybe you can be a better judgment of whether I can debate if you hear me actually debate or not. Oh, you're asking me. I'm saying I want to debate you. You want to debate me? What you want to debate me for? Justin? Why you want to debate man Jamarty? You want to debate? I'm not really in the mood to debate, but but you can click the link though. I mean, we don't have to debate tonight, but I do, click the link. If you want, I mean, if you click the link, maybe I can ask you what you want to debate about, and if it makes sense, it got to make sense though, Justin. I don't debate just to be just debating, and I, I didn't get my channel for that. This has to be some form of entertainment value, some form of education value. Can we get a couple dollars out of it? Can we, stuff like that? It got to make sense now. So you can click the link though if you really want to ask me about what you actually want to debate about. Yeah, click the link though. That's why I leave the link on the screen though. Yeah. hmm Yeah. Yeah. So we going to just sit right here and chill for a second. We're going to wait for Justin Homers. See, Justin Homers, you called me out. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to do a show and you asked me, I thought you was asking me, do I know how to debate? But hey, it's all good. You click the link though. Let me ask you, because I got to ask you some questions about what you want to debate about. But yeah, click the link though. Yeah, that's all you got to do. Click the link and we going to talk. Mm-hmm. I don't know who this is. Oh, you ain't gonna hit the link, Mr. Pragmatic? Oh, I don't know. Oh well. Well, if you don't want to click the link, then that means you don't want to debate. So I guess he trolling, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, click the link though. That's what click the link. Somebody named G Man is in the back. I don't know if that's you, Justin, homers, but it say G Man. But you gotta show your face, whoever you are. You gotta show your face though, so I can, verify that you are you, whoever you are, and then I'll definitely invite you on to the live. G Man, I don't know if you can hear me. G Man, can you hear me? Show your face back here, so I can see, that you are a real live person before I bring you on. Can you do that? I see dark. I see dark. I don't know if you can hear me, G Man. Can you hear me? I just see a dark screen. Okay. I think you turned your camera off, G Man. If you turn your camera on, if you show your face, then I can bring you on. I don't want to hold the people up. If you're trying to get on, G Man, show your face though. You keep turning your camera on and off, and I see dark. You gotta show me your face so I can, verify you. I just want to verify you. That's all. Your screen's still dark. Your screen's still dark. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, I mean, anybody's welcome. Anybody's welcome. That's why I leave the chat. I mean, I leave the link on the screen. If somebody want to come on, it don't have to be like, no hating or nothing. You want to come on through, you know? Yeah. If it get to a point where, it's distasteful, then, then we'll cut it short. But, come on through. I mean, I don't mind whoever want to come through. It's all good. G Man, you still back there, G Man? I just, you gotta turn your camera on, G Man. I'm willing to let you on the live, G Man. I don't know if you trolling or you playing game. You know what I mean? But you gotta turn your camera on so we can see who. I just want to see who you are, G Man. I don't know what's going on, but we keeping it moving. But yeah, Justin, I don't know if that was you, Justin. The links on the screen, though, Justin. Back to you. If that wasn't you, the links on the screen, because I want to ask you a question of this debate that you're referring to with me. Punch drunk boxing. Can you put it on the chat? Yeah, every time I try to do that punch drunk boxing, it be in the chat. And what happens is while it's in the chat, I think it keeps scrolling up. So I'll write it into the chat again because I don't know how to keep it linked there in the chat. I had mentioned that earlier on. I don't know how to keep it there in the chat so that when people come in the chat, they can just still see it still there while the chat is moving. I don't really know how to do that yet, so that's why I put it on the screen. Keep your camera on, G man. I see you come. You came back in the drone. Keep your camera on. Keep keep your camera on so we can bring you in. All right. Well, G-Man showed a little bit of his face and waved his hands. So we got G-Man on the live.
Yo, Manager
G-Man,
Marty, I totally disagree with your perspective on Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. That's what I wanted to
you
debate you on.
this Justin? Is this Justin? Is this Justin?
Yeah, yeah,
This Justin Holmes?
yeah.
You want to debate manager Marty? What you want? What was you saying?
On Terrence Crawford and Errol
You your audio went out. You said
Spence,
something about
let's say
a Justin. Say that again.
I totally disagree with your perspective on Crawford and Spence and the goofballs that you surround yourself with.
The
I say
goof.
that respectfully.
What goofball? What goofballs I surround myself? Who you talking about? Justin? Huh? Hey, Justin.
When when can we debate, man?
I don't mind debating you. Hold on, I got some questions, brother. Let me relax. Relax. Who? What goofballs are you referring to?
I'm talking I'm talking about Fanon and you know, knockout boxing 86. Those guys that you hang out with, everything boxing.
Did Let me ask you a question on that, Justin. Did you go on their channel and tell them that? Justin,
What's your question?
did you go on all of those guys' channels and tell them that? Did you tell them that on their channel?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, so why you telling me on my channel? Why you telling me about them on my channel? You told them already, brother. Now
My
I'm
connection's
hearing that,
going in.
huh?
My connection's going in and out. I don't know what's wrong with it.
You got that
Maybe I'll
Boost
come back.
Mobile phone. You got to get a new phone, Justin.
I
You
got
got that
I
Boost
got no
Mobile.
power. I got no power around this area.
You got Justin. You can't debate manager Marty on no Boost Mobile because the fans gonna need to hear us without no signal disconnection, bro. You gotta get out that Boost Mobile. Hey Justin.
Where I'm.
Hey Justin.
Yeah, yeah. My connection is real bad. I got Cricket Wireless, by the way. I don't have Boost.
Oh, you got cricket. That's even
Right,
worse.
right.
Hey, listen, Justin. I heard your real name is Gary. Your real name Gary Justin. Justin. Man, I'm trying to make this entertaining for the fans.
Whatever you want to call.
Justin. Huh?
Whatever you want to call me, Manager Marty. Whatever you
No, no,
want to
no,
call
no.
me.
I don't want to call you something that's no. Listen, brother. I don't want to call you anything that's not your name. Is your real
I go
name
by G. I go by G Man. G Man. That's
G Man? Huh?
what I go by G Man. You can call me
All
G
right,
Man.
all right, Gary. I'm gonna call you G Man, Gary. All right. Now listen.
That's
If
cool.
that's cool, that's what's up. Hey, listen, Gary, G Man, right? If you want to debate me, right? How much money do we think we can make off of this, G Man?
I'm sorry, you cut out.
I know, because I was talking about that money. That's when I cut out. How much money you think we can make off of this?
I mean, I don't know. Put it on your channel. We'll see how many views you get.
Hold on. Let me acknowledge Isaac Green. Isaac Green in the chat. Thank you for your contribution to the channel. He says that's
I don't know.
Gary.
You're the man. You're the manager. You
Ho
should
ho
know.
ho. Whoa
You're the
whoa.
manager. You
Gary,
know the numbers. Yeah.
Gary. I'm trying to read a super chat, brother. Can I read
Go ahead.
this? Can I
My
acknowledge
bad.
my supporters? Appreciate
My
that.
apologies, bro.
Yeah. It's all right, brother. You didn't know. Isaac Green says that's Gary, a troll. He stays on BFTB's page. You heard that, Gary? G man,
I know.
my
I
fault.
heard that.
You heard that, G-Man? Oh,
I heard
okay.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you again, Lucky McKenna's, for your contribution to the channel. Always one of my day oneers. Thank you so much, Lucky McKenna's. Now back to you, G-Man. Uh, I'm getting some bad reviews in the chat right now about you, G-Man.
I mean, you got them heterosexuals in the chat, so
Whoa,
it's
whoa,
hard.
brother. Wait a minute now. You
Excuse my
can't.
language.
Yeah, brother. We don't do that on this channel. We don't
My bad.
use that.
My bad, man. I
No, no, we don't do that, brother. But listen, give me one thing you want to, debate me on. Maybe we can do something in the last few minutes to give some entertainment to the people.
I respect your rules because you respected me so far. So my bad.
It's all good, brother. I'm off that. It's all good, my man. I want to know, what do you want to debate me about as far as Terrence Crawford? Maybe we can give the the
The
uh
negotiation
the negotiations. It's the negotiations.
Yeah, let's debate on who ducked who.
I did that last night. Did you go on my board Knockout Boxing 86 TV channel last night?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that. I
What you
mean,
think about that debate so far, brother? Huh?
harder than you did, but you didn't.
Say that again.
I think you could have went in harder than you did, but you didn't. And the other guy didn't deliver his points precisely.
Oh, I feel you on that. I respect your perspective. Who you think won that though? A G man. Who you think? Who
I
you think won it?
won the
Who
debate,
you?
Manager Marty. I thought
Huh?
you won. I thought you won 2 rounds to one
So why you want to debate me on the same topic that I just buried him on, bro? You
because
want
I
to
can
debate?
give a better representation. That's why.
You. Hey, if I beat him with the same questions, and you gonna come and you seen me do what I did to him, you gonna get it worse than him. A G man. A G man.
Yeah, go ahead. I said I'm gonna roll the tape on you.
Oh, you ain't gonna roll it. Hey man, you ain't gonna roll the tape on Manager Marty. I guarantee you that. I respect your confidence though, G man. Because this is all about entertainment now. Cause you wanted to be famous. Now my channel's so small, you and all the guys that you mentioned, you called
It's
them
really bad. I don't
goofy
want to
around.
hold up your chat, man. Live.
Huh?
Maybe I can hop on your next live. My connection's really bad. I don't want to hold up your live.
Okay, but the guys you call goofy though, they're veterans in this game. I just started. I look up to these guys. These guys are the veterans. So if they're not giving you a shot, brother, you got to do something
Agenda
else.
that they push. So,
Huh?
in my opinion, they all got agendas. So I can't really support those guys. They don't speak the truth.
I speak the truth. Don't you agree, G-Man?
Oh, yeah, for the most part.
Oh, okay. So there you have it. You learn something when you get on this channel? You learn something? This a
Most part.
G-Man.
For the most part, speak the truth. My service is real bad, man.
I see, G-Man. You can't debate when you got no service, G-Man. You got to get the.
I'm waiting for my Wi-Fi to come back when the power comes back.
Okay. But I mean, I was asking you, do you learn something on this channel, G-Man? That's that Boost Mobile, man.
Yeah, there's always something to learn from your channel. I can't lie. There's always something to learn from your channel. Yes, I can't lie
Hey,
about that.
hey, G-Man, I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied.
But I
Awesome.
totally disagree with your perspective on Crawford and Spence.
That's okay. Yeah, that's all right. We always agree and disagree on things. I've learned something from my dad. He used to always tell me for 20 something years, he used to always tell me, he says, you're never going to agree with somebody on everything they say and everything they do. So I respect your perspective, but I just wanted to know if you learned something. I'm able to teach a troll something. Hey, G man, I did my job for this evening, brother. I got to go. All right. Listen now. Listen, it's all about entertainment now. Hey, I know how to spin it around. Oh boy. I see y'all in the chat. Y'all telling me that he's a troll. So that's why I wanted to give him his 15 minutes of fame and go ahead and, play with him and get some entertainment out of it. I got to entertain y'all too now. All right. I gave him a little, what, how many minutes I gave him? About 2, 3 minutes? Yeah, that was enough. That was enough entertainment for this evening. Listen, y'all, I ain't gonna hold you all too long. I hope you all learned at least one thing. If you didn't learn it, I hope if you didn't learn at least one thing tonight, because I know I wasn't in my educational bag all the way through this evening. But I hope you all were entertained. I'm glad that you all came by to kick it with me for the last 2 hours. I salute everybody in the chat. I salute everybody that donated and contributed to this channel and have been supporting. I thank you, even the ones that supported when they just wanted to come on the channel and say something negative and discredit me. I still welcome you. And I thank you all for coming out. Check me out on Tuesday evening. I'm going to come back on here live on Tuesday evening. And then, excuse me, remember I told y'all before the weekend is out, I'm going to produce my I Have a Dream speech, because I do have a dream that one day Terrence Bud Crawford is going to fight Errol Spence. So I'm going to give my rendition of the Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech, since everybody always joke with me about preaching. So it's just a form of entertainment. I appreciate you all coming out uh, this evening, and check me out this Tuesday evening. And don't forget, y'all, if you haven't checked it out already, go on Knockout Boxing 86 TV and check out that debate that I did with the gentleman Terrence Big Videos. That I did that debate with him last night. It was very entertaining. It was good, and listen, it's always good to have fun. And until Tuesday evening, I'm gonna check y'all out. And don't forget to subscribe to his channel when you over there, guys and ladies. Okay, subscribe to Knockout's channel. He does a great job over there. Salute to Bruce Gas. I seen him in my chat. I'm trying to make sure I salute to Punch Drunk Boxing. I think he was in my chat. Uh, the reason I'm saying those names is because those three names stuck out to me, because that was the first time I saw those three names in my chat since I've been doing lives. So I appreciate you all supporting me. And I hope y'all was entertained by that other guy too just now. I thought that was decent, a little entertainment. But all right, I'm going to check y'all out. See you all Tuesday evening. Come back. We're going to have some educational pieces that we want to discuss on the business of boxing, and we're going to talk some more boxing. I'm Manager Marty, and you already know my slogan.